Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Pitstick at soulproof.com. We're talking about heaven and hell. What are they really? And the question is posed, well, if there's not a fiery eternal hell for some people, what happens to people like Hitler, murderers, child molesters, rapists, and so on? Well, there actually is a perfect justice, a fair treatment, and here's how it works. What we experience when we pass on is directly the result of where we are in consciousness and love and spirit at the moment of death. Let's use two extreme examples. For example, first of all, Mother Teresa, widely regarded as a saint. When she passed on, she knew where she was going. It was like walking from one room to another, and she was probably greeted, "Oh, Terry, you're back," and probably after some greetings and maybe a little rest, she was back to work and enjoying life in the next realm. A seamless transition for her. On the other hand, consider someone like Hitler. Mass murders, all the atrocities committed in part because of him. There is a soul who could not face his life review. His life review would be too devastating. So there's an example of a person, a soul, because he's no longer a person, that would have to sleep for a long time, that would have to rest, that would have to be healed and counseled for a long time before he could even face his life review, and certainly before he could be around any other souls and even consider any other life experience. During his life review, during that waiting time, which could seem like eons in earth years, he would be going through a hell, as he experienced firsthand, as he realized what he did to others, all the pain he created. And so he's certainly going through a hell. Also, anything that was Hitler that's not pure spirit, light, energy, love, would be burned away. And so in that sense, there are the hell fires, the fire and brimstone, that burns away the dross from the pure metal, that separates the wheat from the tares. There are lots of parables about it in the scriptures. So there is justice, there is punishment, it is horrible, but it's not forever, certainly. Same way in that spectrum, same way with child molesters and other murders and so on. But the source understands the big picture. For example, Hitler was sexually abused as a child. And so how did that twist him? And Hitler didn't act alone in all those actions. So I'm not condoning by any means the atrocities. What I'm saying is it's not a simple black and white picture. And so that's why there is forgiveness. There is understanding built in the universe so that that life is preserved, that spark of God that's in each one of us, that consciousness, that's what continues to exist. There's another way of looking at this, and that is in any good book or movie or play, there needs to be a bad guy. There needs to be a contrast, a conflict. Look at what you read and enjoy watching yourself. There's got to be some dynamic or some polarity there. Without it, it's not very interesting. And so another way of looking at this is souls who are supposedly the bad guys are playing that role, just like in a play. You see in a movie or you see in a play, there is the good guys and there is the bad guys. It might be easy to hate the bad guys, but at the end of the play, there's the cast and crew out in the hallway, and you get to talk to them, and they're just real people. Well, it's the same way with life. So it may be that those who seem like dastardly villains, when this part of life is over, you realize they're souls like us, just another part of God, playing an important role to assist our growth and service to others. Interesting things to think about. So be sure to visit the website, soulproof.com, sign up for the newsletter. Thank you for sharing this with others, and most of all, contemplating this yourself, seeing how this helps you change, freeing up, and being all you can be.